My name's Ralph Sinisi, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and about drinking alcohol and what's going on with me in my life and what I've learned and where I'm at. I started drinking when I was in high school. I'd go out with my friends Friday night, Saturday night, and that's what we did. It seems like that's what everybody did. We lived right next to some rougher towns where we could just walk into them and not get ID'd. It seemed harmless. It wasn't a big thing at the time. Never even knew what a hangover was or anything like that. After college, I became more of a semi-professional BMX rider, so that was a big part of the lifestyle too. We'd be riding all day, have a couple beers, go out, have a few more beers, and it's just what it was, and it didn't seem like it ever affected me negatively in any way. And then I started my own BMX company. We always had people hanging out. People would come around. We always had ramps, so we would just get a case of beer and ride all night, drinking beers and having a good time. And, probably was overdoing it, but never affected me negatively. I never felt like I had a drink. I kept going like that for most of my life. Just kept riding and hanging out and drinking when I was riding. I started drinking more. I got an illness I had from an injury. I had some internal bleeding, so I lost a bunch of blood, and it gave me anxiety, and I didn't know what anxiety even was, but anxiety makes you stressed out, and I was drinking to calm myself, which I never did before because I was always such a calm person, but once I got sick, I was drinking just to stay calm. And when you have anxiety, it seems like it's okay to drink. You tell yourself, hey, I'm stressed out, I deserve this to stay calm, and it does help you stay calm, but it's only temporary. I didn't know I was sick, and I had a lot of issues. I wasn't being myself. I lost my family. My wife left, and that was the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. I found out I was sick after she left, and that's when I was able to cure myself and get rid of the anxiety, but then I had the pain of this horrible trauma that happened to me. And now I was at a point where even though I was healthy again, I was crazy traumatized and in a lot of pain. That's when I started having some drinks to kill the pain, which I had never done either. And that was the worst way to do it out of anything because you don't enjoy that. You just do it to not hurt so much. Pretty recently, it just got too much, and with the holidays and everything, I was just in the worst place I'd ever been in my life. I realized I couldn't keep going like that because I had hit rock bottom at that point where I realized that I couldn't keep doing the same lifestyle I was doing to just get by. I haven't touched anything. I haven't had a sip of anything for over a month, and I decided that I'm just not going to touch anything ever again. I've had much more clarity. I'm able to be a stronger person of myself than I've ever been. I plan to keep this up and only get better and better, and I realize that it's not something I need. After getting through a couple weeks without it, I realized that I never wanted to be that person again who felt like he needed to have a drink to kill the pain. And I was talking with a friend today who also quit drinking a couple of years ago. Mark said that sobriety has been unbelievably helpful, and I try not to be annoying about it, but I wish I could scream it out from the rooftops. The mental clarity allows me to actually feel my problems and then come up with a solution. I just want to share that with everyone, and I'm hoping my story can help somebody, and anybody can do this. They can be strong enough. They just have to get it through their mind that they're not going to touch it again. I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to tell my story and what happened, and if it resonates with somebody and can help someone, then that's more than I could ever imagine. So thank you very much.